Hi.
The next grade.
I'm using a different camera. I think it was my camera.
Huh.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
All right.
Everybody except Catherine.
Hi. So I am using different. Fun times. I hate it so much.
Yeah, I think
Doing a grand job.
Keep going.
Every time I think I've got the tech sorted, I'm there, I've done it. I mean, now what's happening? Okay, so spotlight to me. Hello. All right, I'll get you moving again. I've got a little bit more faffing to do to get this up on my screen so I can see you all properly.
Yeah.
But hi. Okay, where were we? There we go. Okay, did you all finish everything?
Yeah.
Amazing. Right, our next two exercises. So I'm just gonna have to join this in a sec from my computer so I can actually see you all as well. The next two we've got to do are a weighted side lunge and a dead bug with a press. So I'll demonstrate these, get you started, and I'm going to be doing obviously some more faffing because why not? So weighted side lunges, very simple. Hold a weight to your chest, feet tight together, core braced, and you're going to lunge out to the side, alternate legs. So this should be okay for everyone's knees. So that's the first one. And then using a weight again, onto your back, legs up like that. I'll mute everyone in a sec, don't worry. Make sure your feet and your knees are the same height. Push your back into the floor, and you're going to press the weight up and down like that.
I need a different screen.
If you want to make this more challenging for your core, you can just let your legs drop away a little bit and then keep pressing up and down.
And then dry out.
So you're doing side lunge for 45 seconds, like both exercises.
Leave it in water with the bamboo spoon.
Twice through. Let's get you all on mute.
Or bamboo wood and it'll split it in water.
Mute all. There we go. So if you haven't started the side lunges yet, off you go. Side lunges. Let's do this. Good, everyone's back in. Yeah, good. At least there's always a way to back up. Cool. All right, looking good. I can still see you all as well. Hooray. So unfortunately, anyone that was hoping to do this off the recording later, bad luck. That's better. Fab, right. Onto your back, chest press. So the thing to remember with this, the most important thing is keeping your lower back pushed into the ground really hard. Having your legs up might let your back arch off the floor. So if you can't control it, bring your knees into your chest and then just press. So we're doing 45 seconds for this. If you're using a slightly heavier weight and that's a bit much, then just rest. Don't do the full 45 seconds. Well done. Okay, keep going. 10 more seconds, and it's back up to the side lunge. 3, 2, 1. Up you get. Side lunges again with the weight. 45 seconds. Off you go. And warm now as well. Well done. $15 seconds. Keep the chest nice and tall doing these, core braced. 3, 2, 1, and then back onto your back, chest press again. Let's have a look at you all doing these. Down you go. Good, and go. So while you're pressing this weight up and down, also think about keeping your upper back into the ground. So when you push up, don't let your shoulders come up off the ground. Keep them active all the time. Well done, good. Keep going. If you can make it a little bit harder, if your back feels okay, let your legs drop out towards the floor a little bit. Good. And 3, 2, 1. Done. Good. Right, we can move on. We'll run over by a couple of minutes, I'm afraid, after that. I've got a faffing. I do apologise. If that's a problem, you'll probably just miss the stretching at the end, so you can do that on your own time if you want to. Right, we've now got 3 workouts to do. Decreasing time, increasing intensity. So we're going to start off with a 9-minute workout, and it's 3 exercises, each one for a minute, 3 times through. We're not going to rest in between. It's a rolling 1 minute. So as soon as 1 minute's done, go on to the next exercise. If you want to get yourself a little bit of rest, just take your time getting into the next exercise. So if you need to rest, it's up to you basically. The first one is a reverse lunge. So you can do it with or without a weight. If you want to do a step back rather than this, if your knees are a bit dodgy, then that's fine. But weight to your chest if you're using one. Alternate leg reverse lunge. And don't step back too far. So it's quite a narrow stride. And when you push up, really focus on pushing up through your heel, trying to get your bum working as much as possible as you stand up. If you're not happy doing a reverse lunge, then do a weighted alternate leg step back. Nice and slow, really focusing on the back of your legs working. Next one is a seated press. So this is with a band or a weight. Because you've all got a band, I'll show you with the band, but if you want to use a weight, you can. So step into it, sit down, and then wedge the band under your bottom. Legs straight, get your elbows through, you're going to press the band up and down. Now if that feels really easy with the band, then just pull, so you've got a little bit more sort of slack in between your hands and increase the resistance that way. As it's a minute, you're not going to want a huge amount of resistance on this because I want you to keep going with good form. And the last one is a bent over row. So think about the position that you had when you're doing that kickstand deadlift. All the way over, back flat to the floor, pull up your shoulders, they're not being dragged down, core braced, and then rowing. And you can use a band for this if you want to, rather than a weight. I'll show you both when we do the exercises. So you've got reverse lunges, seated press, bent over row. Those are the 3 exercises, 1 minute for each one. So we're starting with the reverse lunges. Grab a weight. If you want to use one, you can do it body weight if you want to. And remember, step backs if your knees are a little bit dodgy. All right, off we go. So it's a full minute for this. If you're using a heavy weight, that's going to be quite a challenge. So if it gets a bit much, put the weight down and try and carry on. As ever, keep your core engaged. So when you finish this lunge, when I finish the standing up bit, make sure that you're standing up really tall. Engage your core when you stand up. If you're sitting a lot more than normal, it's this phase of movement when you're standing tall and you can tuck your bum under and brace your core that will just help extend and stretch out your hip flexors. Well done. And keep a narrow stride. You don't want to lunge back too far. You'll get more out of your glutes and hamstrings if you don't step back too far. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Straight into a seated row. So you get a bit of rest while you're starting. Get the band in. You can use a weight for this. You don't have to use the band. The band's kind of a gentler option for this. If you want to make it harder, press the weight above your head. Off we go. Just start straight away. The quicker you move through these exercises, if you want a harder workout, the harder it will be. If you take your time, you get more rest, basically. Can I just say, what an absolutely cracking day it is. I think we need this. Sunshine. Well done. 5 more seconds, and then you're almost to bent over rows. Good, up you get. So I'm going to use a band for the first set I'm doing of these. And step across both sides of it, so I've got the loops in my hands. Shoulders back, bum tucked under, hinge forward, and then row. Keeping your arms tight to your side. If your lower back feels like it's working hard and you're doing this and you can't control it, then do a seated row instead. So the seated row is that one. So that's the back friendly option if you need it. Look at you. Form looks good though. So it's really important, don't let your shoulders get pulled forward by the band or the weight. Keep them active all the time. 10 seconds and we're back to reverse lunges. Keep going. So if you can look at yourself in your camera, make sure that your upper back isn't rounding, your shoulders should be back. Good. Reverse lunges. Grab your weight if you're using it and go straight into the exercise. Remember, if it hurts your knees, just do a step back. If you're using a weight, that will just get the same muscles going, but without the pressure through your knee joint. Good, well done. Good. When you're doing these lunges, keep looking straight ahead. If you look down, your torso will follow, and you want to keep your torso upright throughout the whole exercise. Chin up, tits out, basically. 5 seconds. Yeah, that worked. That's a good cue, actually. That seems to have the best effect. Good. And then into your seated press rather. So sit down, legs straight. I'm going to show you the weight this time. So as soon as you're ready, start. Again, look straight ahead. Legs flat to the floor. Keep your tummy braced. Good, well done. Good. Lovely, well done, really good, they're nice. 10 seconds. So as your arms start to fatigue doing these, think about using your upper back as much as possible. 2, 1, and then bent over rows again. So I'm going to use a weight for this one. If you're doing this exercise with a weight in both hands, with a kettlebell, then it will automatically drag your shoulders down around them. So you need to fight even harder to keep your shoulders back. So you don't want to do it like that, it needs to be back. When you're ready, start. One of my PT clients is an high-level rower. And we were talking about this, and she said, we used to call it a weak finish in rowing. When you finish your stroke, rather than finishing with your shoulders strong, you finish and your shoulders are dragged forward, and you want to avoid that dragging forward movement. So you, the end of the movement, when your arms are full extension, your shoulders should sort of pull back slightly and active all the time. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And then reverse lunges again. Last set of all of these. So if you want to make it a bit more challenging and you've got a heavier weight handy, you can use something a bit heavier. So in terms of difficulty, and I mean cardiovascular difficulty for this workout, you should feel slightly out of breath, but not really puffed at the end of this set. Good. Well done. Keep going. If your legs are starting to get tired, really think about driving up through your heel. That will help get the right muscles working. Ten more seconds. Good. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Seated press. Band. I like it, the band. Start as soon as you're ready. So if you are using the band, you can increase the resistance. It's a little bit awkward, but it's okay. So try not to let your shoulders drift out to the side too much as well doing this. You're keeping them, no shoulders, or your elbows. Keep them pointed forward if you're using the band, that is. Well done, 20 seconds. Arms getting tired? Keep going, well done. If your arms are fatiguing, think about your back, keep your core braced. Three, 2, 1, and then bent over rows, last set. Off you go. If you're using the band and you want to make it a little bit harder, you can stand with your feet a little bit wider apart, and that will increase the resistance. Well done, let's just watch you. So bend over rows, make sure you keep looking down at the floor for this one. So looking sort of between your feet. As your arms get tired, your elbows might start to drift out to the side a little bit, but keep working on keeping them tight to your side. 15 seconds. And if you can start to feel it in your upper back, squeeze your glutes, pull your tummy up to your spine. Let those muscles do the work. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Have a rest. Next 3 exercises. Verity, one for you in this. We are doing ground to overhead with a weight, if you have it. If you don't have a weight, then you can just use it, body weight only. Tricep press with the band, and and walking lunges. I forgot to put that one in. So I'll demonstrate quickly. Ground to overhead. I'll do it with a kettlebell. Feet about hip width apart. Down, but not all the way to the ground. Think again, like I talked about for those kickstand deadlifts and the bent over row. The lowest point of the movement, shoulders at hip height, and then press the weight above your head. Obviously, I can't press above my head because of this blooming ceiling. So it's ground to overhead. Tricep press. So you're standing to get into the band. Stand on the front of it, and either standing up nice and tall and bringing your hands straight back, or hinging forward. There's a lot of hip hinging today. and pressing upwards. That's the harder option. And the last one is a walking lunge. You only need to use your mat length. 2 or 3 strides before you turn is plenty. So I'll give you the knee-friendly option first, and that's that crouching walking lunge like that. If you can, knee all the way to the floor. That's the harder option. So we're doing 45 seconds on each exercise for this one, 3 times through again. So it's a bit shorter, but it's a bit harder. So you should feel that your heart rate's a bit higher at the end of this. Ground to overhead, tricep press, walking lunges, 45 seconds for each. If you find the tricep press really hard, then just take your time getting the band into position and you'll get more rest. All right, are you ready? Ground to overhead. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So the quicker you move, the harder this will be. If you want to challenge yourself more. So as always, just pretend I'm lifting up my arms to full extension. I reckon a few more weeks and I can start coaching outside again, you know, on my nice new AstroTurf. Keep going. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Tricep press. So into the band. Standing on the front side of it. Start as soon as you're ready. So I'm going to do this with slight bent over. So make sure that you keep your arms totally straight. Gets hard. Don't bend your elbows. 10 seconds. Blimey, this has got me the sweatiest of everything we've done today. 3, 2, 1, and then the walking lunges. So if you're just using your mat length, you'll get a couple of strides in, and then keep turning. Start straight away. Just use body weight for this first set. So whenever I do a walking lunge like this, I always move my arms in a running movement just to help balance me. It turns it into a bit more of a running drill then as well. Well done. .15 seconds. The walking lunge, you'll feel it a bit more in your quads than the reverse lunge. It's a bit more quaddy. 5 seconds, then you're back onto the ground to overhead. 3, 2, 1. Ground to overhead. Start straight away. As soon as you get your weight, start moving. It's a shorter workout, this one, so you shouldn't need to slow yourself down between the exercises. Lovely, keep going. Five seconds, and it's triceps again. 3, 2, 1. Triceps. I'm going to do this from a few different angles as well, just to make sure you can see doing it properly. Start straight away. So I'm doing this standing up now. You can see I'm trying not to let my arms come out to the side. If your arms come out to the side doing this, then you won't get your triceps working as much as possible. You need to pull straight back. So if you are doing it standing, just watch what your lower back is doing. It's quite easy to let it dip. Keep your bum tucked under, core braced. Well done. Last few seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and then walking lunges again. If you want to use a weight for these, this next set to make it a bit harder, be my guest. So if you're worried about your knees, definitely take the easier option. The crouching walking lunge with a toe tap is absolutely fine if you've got dodgy knees, because it keeps all the weight behind your kneecap. It's not going to move. Well done. 10 seconds, then you're back onto the ground to overhead. And 3, 2, 1, ground to overhead again. Off you go. Good. 30 seconds to go. So we've got this, triceps, walking lunges again, and then we rest. And we've got one final workout to do. Yeah, we're not going to run over too much, that's good. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1, triceps. Get started as soon as you can. We've done these most weeks for a while now. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit more competent at doing them. I won't say easier. Looking good, well done. Fab, keep going. 10 more seconds and you've got your last set of walking lunges. So if you're doing the full walking lunge, that's the knee to floor one, and you haven't used a weight yet, use it for the last set. 3, 2, 1. Grab your weight. If you're doing the walking lunge with the toe tap, that needs to stay body weight only. Off you go. Perfect, well done. "15 seconds, keep going. Good, keep going. 5 more seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Right, quick rest. I'm going to move on to the next exercise quickly. I'm just moving my mat and doing some ski jumps. And it's the kind of morning where I'd trip over it. So 3 exercises. Ski jumps, first of all. So that is jumping from side to side and lunging back. The further you lunge from side to side, the harder it's going to be. So I jump from side to side. You can even do this with a running movement as well, so you can do an opposite arm and leg movement if you want to. That's the first one. Then you're just going to do a jump, but you land on one leg. So you're jumping up and landing on one leg, and just sticking out for a second, and then both feet back down again. So you're not hopping, you take off from both feet, land on one. Then the next one is a mountain climber. So Dave, you can have burpees if you want. Burpee Dave. Anyone else want burpees? You're very welcome. Straight
Catherine,
on.
if you look, I've changed my name.
Oh, have you? What are you now? Hang on. I can't see it. Beardy Dave. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. So straight arm plank, legs across your body, moving your feet as quickly as you can. And if for some weird reason you want to do burpees, then go for it. I'm not going to stop you. Okay, 3 exercises. Ski jumps, jump and land on one foot, and then mountain climbers. 20 seconds for each exercise, 3 times through. We're not doing it as a rolling one. I'm going to make sure you get the full 20 seconds. You get a few seconds between each exercise to move on, but that's it. All right, get ready. Ski jumps first of all. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So these should still all be okay for you if you've got dodgy knees. If you're not sure about the jumping, ski jump, then go for a curtsy lunge instead. 2, 1, Rest just for a second. All right, jump and land. So jump, land on one foot. You just place one foot down and jump as high as you can. Think of it as a deconstructed run. 3, 2, 1. Mountain climbers down to the floor. Straight arm plank. Leg across your body. Off you go. If you're not happy doing this as a running, jumping movement, then slow it down and just do a straight arm plank, taking your knee across. We've got a few burpees, love it. 3, 2, 1, back up to ski jumps. And go. You are really only getting enough time to move from one exercise to the other. Time to get the door open, good. If you feel competent doing this, think about jumping a bit more from side to side. 3, 2, 1, and then jump and hop. Get ready, off you go. This is a really good running drill. Five seconds. Mountain climbers, down you go. Or burpees. 3, 2, 1, go. Two, 1, up you get. Last set, ski jumps. 3 more exercises to go, and then we're stretching and go. If you need to dash off, just try and stretch later. Well done. 5 seconds. And 2, 1, jump and hop, go. So if you're feeling happy doing these, try and jump higher. So you're taking off from both feet, landing on one. Five seconds. And then last mountain climbers or burpees. 3, 2, 1, go for it. Last exercise, 20 seconds. Get those feet moving really quickly. Well done, almost there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Done. Well done. Right, grab yourself a drink. A bit of a sweat on by the end. Well done. Sorry about tech issues. So what's my Saturday morning? Okay. When you've had a drink and you're ready, down into child pose. Let's get some stretching done. So we're going to do a lot of glute stretching today because it's been quite a lot of glutey stuff. Hopefully you'll feel it tomorrow. So start off in child pose. Making sure that you've got your bum touching your heels. Nice deep breath. Feel your heart rate coming down. And then push up into cat stretch. Arch your back up nice and high. And then toes tucked under, push up, working on getting your heels down to the ground. pushing into the heels of your hands. And then slowly drop down onto your knees. And then go into hip flexor stretch, but taking your foot out to the side straight away. So foot to the side, bum tucked under, push forward and try and push that front knee out to the side as you push forward. So you should hopefully feel a stretch across your inner thigh as well as across the back hip. Keep your chest upright all the time. And then change sides, so foot out to the side, bum tucked under, push forward. So the recording for this class is going to be in 2 phases. I will try and put them together as one video, but that requires editing skills that might be beyond my capabilities. So it might be that it appears on YouTube as 2 separate classes. Good, and then glute stretch. So try and do this like that. If you need to do it in a sitting position, then that's fine. Well done. And take a nice deep breath in. Just relax and let yourself lower down into your leg a little bit more. And then change sides. And deep breath in, exhale, relax, drop down to your leg a bit more. Good, and I just want to give you one more stretch before we finish. Thanks for hanging on. On your back, cross one leg over the other. So you've got the outside of your foot across the top of your knee. Before you do anything else, try and push that knee away from your body using your own strength. Take your hands around your thigh and then pull that leg in towards you. All the time trying to push your raised knee away from your body. And you should feel the stretch kind of in your hip, maybe down into your glutes a little bit. Oh. Hey, baby boy. Oh, look at him. Oh God, he's growing up so much. Hi. He's so cute. What those people? Have you ever seen so many people in one go? And then change sides. So cross the other leg over, push that knee away from your body, hands around your thigh, and then pull in. Ah, you might find you've got one side a lot tighter than the other. Oh my word. So if you found this stretch particularly challenging, then maybe try it again later. Wowzers. I haven't done this one myself for a while. I think I need to do more of this. Good, and then just slowly release. Stand up. And you're done. Well done this morning. Thanks for being so patient with the tech fail.
Thanks, Catherine. See you later.
See you later.
Thanks, Catherine.
Well done.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I regretted
Thanks,
that.
Doc.
That's why I changed.
Yeah. It's basically an open invitation for me just to give you burpees for the whole session, isn't it?
Yeah, I regretted it very quickly.
Thanks,
Bye.
Thank
See
you.
you later. Bye.
Catherine, bye.
Well done. Bye.
Bye.
Han, how's he getting on?
He's doing well, yeah.
He's huge.
He's massive, yeah.
Hi.
Massive, isn't he?
That's hilarious. Can you see everyone?
Yeah.
These poor babies, basically their social life is Zoom.
I know.
Oh, bless him.
Silly.
Oh, that's so cool.
Right. See you later.
Well done today. See you later. Well done.
Bye.
Bye. Hi. Let me just stop the recordings.
Okay.